It looks like a European loaf. It's beautiful. It's called a boule, which means ball in some foreign language I don't really know, French or Italian or something. No offense, guys. But it's just a beautiful European, crispy, hard loaf. Soft on the inside, crispy, lovely on the outside. I've already got some, already poured some yeast out here, so I didn't have to dig in my jar. 1.5 tablespoons of yeast. Use kosher salt, just plain old kosher salt. There's my salt container. I keep a this is half a tablespoon. I keep this in my jar, and we're going to put in 1, 2, 3. That adds 1.5 tablespoons. It's a half a tablespoon. And our water, 3 cups of lukewarm water. We pour that, mix it together first. And all you're going to do is just mix this until it's completely dissolved, and you'll be able to see the yeast is kind of floating on top, and it'll dissolve and get it unstuck off the sides, and just, you'll see, it's no big deal. Okay, once that's all dissolved, we're going to add our flour. 6.5 cups, I pre-measured it, 6.5 cups of flour into that, mix it until it's all wet. Okay, I'm going to take my flour and I'm going to let it sit, and but it's a slight cover, but not an airtight cover on it. I'll let it sit for 2 to 4 hours, depending on how cold the air temperature is. The colder the air temperature, the longer it'll take to rise, but you'll see it'll fill this bowl all the way up. Now, what I've already got is some already pre-risen that I had ready for the show. So let me show you what that looks like. You guys see that? That's my dough. It's all pre-risen in my mixing bowl. All right, so a couple of things. We're going to use your cooking stone in the oven. I'm just going to go here to the top shelf. Make sure there's some room for you to maneuver a little bit, because we're going to slide our loaf onto that cooking stone. Also, we're going to have a water pan. Now, the reason for a water pan is when we get ready to put the bread in, we're going to put water in that pan, and actually our loaf is going to steam in the oven. So we have steamed bread, and that's a little bit unusual, but it's very European in how you do it, and it makes it really simple. No messing with the pan, no messing with waiting for it to rise and have these little loaves. Well, we can do loaves, but today we're just going to keep it simple. My oven is preheating right now to 475, 500 degrees. It's very hot. The loaf will cook very fast, and but we want the stone in there while it's preheating, because when we go to cook, we want the stone as hot as the oven. So preheat it in plenty of time. Don't rush. Make sure it's all ready to go when we're ready to pop that in the oven, the bread there. Let's go over here and make our bread loaf. Okay, and see, all I do is just dust with flour on top of my dough here. And what that's going to do is keep my hands from sticking to the dough. The other thing is, what's the cornmeal for, you ask? Of course you were asking that. We put that on our pad here to keep our dough from sticking to our paddle. Okay, just nice and even there. Alright, now that I've dusted with flour, I'm going to reach in here. Look how the dough comes out. It's nice and stringy. I'll take my knife, cut it off. It's a pretty good ball there. And a little more. And we'll just grab a little bit and add to it. Okay? Keep plenty of flour on your hands. Now, here's a trick. Make a beautiful loaf every time. Pull the dough. Pull it to where it's nice and consistent on top. And what I'm going to do is gather at the bottom. As I pull it and roll it in, keep dusting, end up with a nice consistent, almost a ball. Now the bottom doesn't matter. That's going to all fall together once it's on. There we are. And here's our ball. Now what we're going to do is dust the top. We don't want the knife to stick to it. This is going to rise while that oven's preheating over there. This is going to rise up on our board. And what I want to do is I want to cut, because as it cooks, it's going to swell up even further. So I need to cut some nice holes in the top little slashes. They call them slashes, I guess. And you want the knife nice and sharp. And you can do like a tic-tac-toe design. That looks neat. You can do a clamshell design, which is what we're going to do today. So keep in mind, you can do whatever design you want, but make sure that you have a slash across it. Some people keep it simple, do 3 slashes across the top. I like to be a little creative. And we're going to cut. They call it clamshell design. See that? Okay. There you go. Okay, well, it's been 30 minutes, and our bread's ready to come out of the oven. Oh man, smell that. Okay, just be careful. It's still 450 degrees in there. But man, would you look at that? Beautiful. Just comes out perfect. It's going to crackle and sizzle a little bit as it gets to room temperature in here. And I'm going to let it cool for about 20-30 minutes. It'll finish getting all nice and yummy inside, and then we'll be ready to eat it. Okay, well, now the moment of the truth. It's tasting time for our lovely loaf of bread. Well, it's cooled off. It feels really good. You have this wonderful crispy crust. And, you know, it's hard to eat your own cooking. You know, I'm pretty biased about my own cooking. So I asked somebody to come and be my taste tester. This is my lovely sister, Dr. Graham. Dr. Emily. Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Okay. So she's the bread lover, and oh man, look at that! It's beautiful. Just like it's supposed to be. Soft on the inside, crispy on the outside. I love the heel part, so some people don't, but that's what I want. A little butter on yours?
Please.
Okay. A little bit of butter, jam, whatever you like, plain by itself. Okay, what do you think? Let's go ahead and give it a try.
Okay.
Oh, just dig in, come on. Okay. See that look? That's the look the cook wants when you taste your food. You want that look every time. When they go, okay. It really is wonderful. There's nothing like, as I said at the beginning of the show, making your own bread. Just the smell of it when you come home, right? It's the ultimate in comfort food, having bread. Well, next on the Kung Fu Cafe, we're going to cook pizza. I'm going to show you what else you can do with that big tub of dough that we made. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys later.